Hello, hello everyone. How are you doing? So here we have got a case where we have got an inflammation of the biceps tendon sheath. You can see that there's a fusion around the biceps there. So there's an effusion. There is some fluid around the biceps tendon there. So this is the biceps tendon itself. So this is the transverse section. So you can appreciate that there is an effusion there, an effusion there, an effusion there. So this is the humeral head. So you can see the groove there. Uh, There you have it, there you have it. So you must be careful to check the tendon in both longitudinal and then the transverse section to make sure that there is no tear of the tendon. So you see here, so this fluid can collect there secondary to inflammation or infection of the biceps tendon sheath. So that condition is what we call Bicipital Tenosynovitis. So this is a case of Bicipital Tenosynovitis. When there is a tear of the tendon, also you can have bleeding. Then this can also be blood. But in this case, there is no history of trauma. So basically, what we have here is inflammation. If you look at the biceps, there it is, the biceps tendon there. The deltoid muscle looks fine. So if you go into the transverse section, you can see here the biceps, and then the fluid there. You can see this, the fluid there, and then you can see that there's some inflammation. There's some inflammation there. There's some fluid around the biceps tendon there. There you can see it, but the tendon itself looks fine, as you can see there. So this is inflammation. This is the tendon sheath there, the tendon sheath there, the tendon sheath there. So this is the biceps, as you can see here. The biceps tendon looks fine and continuous. It's continuous. So this is the longitudinal section. So you have to take the long section as well, like this, to make sure that there is no tear. See, there's no tear, as you can see. There's no tear there, as you can see. So the deltoid muscle appear normal. Look at the contour of the humerus there. It looks very okay, very normal there. It looks very normal. It looks very okay. So you must be very careful so that you don't miss some tears of the tendon. Look at the fibrillar texture of the deltoid. So you must always make sure that you check the tendon in a longitudinal and transverse section, and also you must make sure that the probe is at 90 degrees to avoid anisotropic artifacts. I will show you the anisotropic artifact when we check it the supraspinatus tendon. I want you to see how it appears like. So you also have to check the contour of the bone there. You can also see some fractures, but here is the x-ray there. You can see that the bone looks very clear. There is no sonographic sign of, or there's no radiological sign of any fracture in the humerus and the head of the humerus there. So what we now have here is our supraspinatus tendon, the supraspinatus tendon there, the supraspinatus tendon. See the effusion. The effusion is there. The effusion is here. There is the effusion there. That's the rotator interval there. That's the rotator interval. So you can see there's some fluid. The head of the humerus is fine like that. So that's our bicep, our supraspinatus tendon there, our supraspinatus tendon there. Look at the effusion there on the rotator interval. So you must make sure that there is no tear of the tendon. So these are artifacts. This is called anisotropic artifact. It just happened because of the probe misangulation. So we have to make sure that the probe is at 90 degrees. There we have it. There we have it. See that's the deltoid there. And then here it appears as if there's some tears in the supraspinatus tendon. This is due to anisotropic misangulation of the probe. So if you angulate your probe nicely, you will see that it all disappear. So the other tendons were fine. The only thing that we had is this collection, that significant effusion that we have there. So you can see there we have got our infraspinatus tendon there, the infraspinatus and the acromiofemoral space there. It looks fine. That's the acromiofemoral space there. It looks okay. So this is our infraspinatus tendon there. The AC space is fine. Okay. All right. I hope you can appreciate what is going on there. So the only challenge there is inflammation in the tendon sheath. So this is the acromio clavicular joint. So this is the AC joint. So this is the AC joint, AC joint, the AC joint. So the AC joint, it's looking okay. It's looking okay. It's looking okay. There, it looks fine. It looks fine. It looks fine. As you can see there. So you can appreciate what is going on there. So there's no obvious fracture there. Okay. So you can now appreciate the whole length of the supraspinatus tendon there. It looks very okay. But if you misangulate the probe, you see this anisotropy there that is happening. It looks like there's a tear. That one is anisotropy. Anisotropy there, you see anisotropy. This is anisotropy there, anisotropy. It appears as if there's a fracture. So that is just due to probe misangulation. But otherwise, you see anisotropy is coming there, is coming again there. So that is just as a secondary to probe misangulation. But there's no fracture there. There's no fracture. There's no fracture. There's no fracture whatsoever. This looks very okay. The supraspinated tendon looks fine. Looks very okay. Looks very okay. I need your comments if you can appreciate what is happening there, if you can appreciate, if you are seeing anything else that I did not see according to my own assessment. The supraspinatus tendon looks fine. The subscapularis was also very okay. So you can appreciate what is going on there. You can appreciate what is going on there. Everything looks quite okay. Everything looks quite okay. Everything looks fine. Then, so we have made sure that the effusion is not coming from blood or bleeding. So the only culprit that we have there is inflammation around the tendon sheath. So that's the only problem that we have. I need you to write in the comment section if you need more lectures on how to do the if you want to know how to do the shoulder ultrasound, then I can assist. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and share this educational content. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.